Boom. Surprise stream start. I caught you. If is my mic even on?
Surprise them. There's an ad.
Hello.
There's an ad. Dang it. Okay, wait. I go back. You know, I'm just gonna switch screens. Okay. Oh wait, I'm gonna mute desktop audio because you. Cool, Conrad, welcome to the chat. Thank you for redeeming the daily woo-woo. Yeah. Ow. Oh, your desktop audio is muted, by the way, so you guys can talk about the campaign and they can't hear you. I'm gonna mute on Discord so I don't, like, just talk over you guys. Oh my god, thanks. Dude, thanks. What in the world? Dude. I thought that was, like, the daily woo-woo. You just... Oh, wow, that's a Prime subscription, dude. That's, like, $2 whole. That's, like, $4 whole. That's, like, $4.5 whole. Dude. Thanks. I did not see that notification correctly. I thought that was like the channel points redemption. Thank you, dude. That's like my 3rd subscription total. Where's the number? Okay, there, 3. Thanks. Dude. There. Everyone knows of your great accomplishment. Your feat of kindness. I don't know what else to call. What else? Oh wait, let me turn on the fan. I'm gonna go poof in 3, 2, 1. Here. Okay, I'm back. And pop. Thanks for the first, Manx. Good job, nice. Okay, guys, can I unmute desktop audio and then say one thing real quick? Okay, unmuting desktop audio, and, Manx just said this, okay? Last time on D&D Dungeons of Stormwreck Isle, episode 20, Brorog fought Sturges, Kobolds on Verges, Kel had urges, Charlie sang dirges, and Umbre lost courage. Does that cover all that occur edged?
Sure.
Nice. Okay, everyone is here.
Just give me a second.
Okay.
Oh, I'm also gonna tell you now, Toby. Ian had some weird requests for what he wanted Hell to do.
Wait, should I mute desktop audio again? Or...
I don't think so, but I'll DM you, Toby, what Ian wanted. And,
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it to be up to you because I really don't know how I'm supposed to balance this, so. Okay, I sent you all the HP, by the way.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. Let me just... I might die in Discord for a second.
Mank said the same thing as last time. Is that handsome Toby I hear? Why is Toby so handsome?
Handsome?
Yes.
I don't know. He's interesting.
He's asked that twice, last time and this time, so I don't think you've answered his question yet.
Why am I so handsome?
That is his question.
Fucking chromosome diff, I guess.
Does that answer your question? Manx?
It's gonna give my second for a computer to not die. Every time I log out, I was doing some shit in GTA and I was about to log off like 20 minutes ago. But then an OG ordered me, like, you need to get dressed and we're gonna take a picture. I was like, oh my god, okay.
Manx is asking you to lend him some chromosomes.
Oh,
when
I
I
almost said something I can't say.
When I see her, I need her to hand some over to me. Got him.
Almost said something I couldn't say. Yeah, I can spare a few.
I can assume what you're gonna say.
I feel like I'm in the room with my mom and dad.
Well, it's not because of you, it's because of Twitch.
Oh my gosh. No, I know. I just...
Yeah, Twitch is gonna come after you.
Not after me, after him. Because it's his
That
stream.
is true. Yeah.
Fair.
I am technically responsible for anything and everything that happens here.
Yes.
Which is not technically, it is. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yes, also, all victories are due to Brorog. That I agree with.
Hey, Toby, I sent you what Ian wanted.
Because if you remember what happened last time, I did all the killing.
Okay.
Charlie ate someone, so...
I mean... in all the Sturges that attacked us, majority were killed by Brorog. Alone, without your help.
I'm gonna reply to you really quick, Kat.
Okay.
Okay. Razor, any improvements? What are you gonna do today with Ombre while we wait for their discussion? And
I don't know, really. Yeah. It's
very descriptive, very descriptive.
it's not necessarily something I plan per se.
Makes sense. Chad, what is your opinion on what Razor just said?
Sounds solid.
Oh yeah, Manx also said, I mean Kel did some eating too. Got him. He's getting all of you guys today. Why'd I just disappear for like 5 seconds? What in the world? I just disappeared. Whoa. I just disappear. What in the world? If I go, wait, if... Okay, Razor, you just got a checklist, okay? Rogue checklist. Sneak, investigate, search, steal, sneak attack. Those are the things you have to do today. According to Manx. Now you have a plan. And it's definitely not plagiarism or copyright, as Brorog says. But it doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan. I think that's the right quote. Why is everyone so silent?
Sorry. Not emails. Messages.
Yes, you and me had time to email each other.
Email.
Oh yes, you typed in the email, wrote out the subject. What Kel is going to say today?
Email is
hello.
Email's a term that we use in GTRP for like DMing someone on Discord. So I almost said like, oh, I was emailing somebody. Okay. All right. So from what I've heard, we've ended last session with obviously the surges were taken care of. Talked to the kobolds a little bit. And some other conversation has happened. So I'm gonna ask this really quick, Kat. Did the kobolds go back to their task?
They went back to their little base, because I remember they had a little base. So they went back there and left the other teammates behind.
Okay, so it's just the party there.
Yes, it's just the party.
Got it. Okay. So you all four of you, Cal acting as the fourth, who is not here today. You guys are all, stood amongst each other, and you are free to look around as you will. Now that you've kind of, settled down, the battling has calmed down, the kobolds went back to their camp. You guys finally have time to look around. You see that in the middle of, this whole area, from where you came up from, the cliff from before, you look straight ahead, and right in the middle, there is a sculpture in the center of the rotunda, and it's like an astronomical model of sorts. There is a planet right in the middle, or I guess what you could assume could be a planet. There's a moon, a sun, and then seven other planets that are surrounding this main one. You look to the right, you see that there's if you look to the right, like more towards the back of the wall, there is another set of 2 dragon statues, and you would know that they are the same looking as the ones that you guys saw at the cliff face. You look towards the back wall, there's a crumbled wall, and then you see that there to the left there is a rope bridge where the kobolds had left to, and at the very back there is another bridge there that's made of wood as well. You guys would like to do anything? Maybe you can take a rest here.
Are we going in
whatever
RP
you guys
order?
like. I think for this, yes, you can absolutely do RP order, or you guys can just talk amongst yourselves since there are less people. There's only 3 of you technically. You can just go as needed.
And one question. Did we take a short or long rest at the end of last time?
Did ourselves a short rest.
Short rest, okay.
Which is why you guys aren't at 2 HP. Yes, the Sturges got them down to 2 HP at one point. Well, one of them at least.
Jesus.
Oh, well,
All right.
oh, my screen just disappeared. 1 second. What in the world?
Looks like Brorog, you are suffering
from OBS failures. Okay,
You
wait.
can take a second
We
to
are-
sort that if you'd like.
I think
we are
they can
doing
still
our
hear
field.
you. Wait, I think yeah, you guys. It says desktop audio is still working, so they can still hear you. Okay. Okay, I think I fixed it.
Let me open up your stream.
Yeah, I think I fixed. Yep, there we go. It's working again.
Yep, we're
Well,
good.
that means if we're using RP order, then that means it is Umbre's turn first.
Okay. Then Umbre, if you'd like to do anything, look around, please feel free. Umbre, buddy?
Honestly, I'm not too sure. I haven't necessarily oriented myself too well. Like, I don't know necessarily where everything is in correlation.
I can tell you if you'd like. So if you are standing at like the entrance of this observatory, right in the center, if you're looking into the observatory, right in the center is where the statue sculpture that I explained. To the right of you, kind of towards the back wall near the entrance, there is the set of statues. That's the same one that made the bridge in a couple of sessions ago. On the back right, there is a crumbled wall. To the left of you is a wooden bridge where the kobolds left to go back to their camp. And at the very back wall, there is another bridge going off to somewhere that you don't know.
Whoa.
One side note, Mank said that wing kobolds were mentioned. They follow a spark renderer, and Kel nearly attacked, but all was sidestepped, but it is still an open option, more or less. Yeah, that's what happened, like, nearing the end of last time. Oh, whatever.
Kel attacked them?
Was going to, but didn't.
Was that through
He was
threats?
almost going to. He was almost going to.
Okay. But Mila was mentioned, right?
Yes, she was.
Okay.
Yes, sibling, sister, I think, right? Of one of them? Or cousin? What was it? Something like that. And Kel, no, since Phoenix was there, it was playing as Umbre. There was a mistake of Kel bringing up, oh, Phoenix did this, but then there's no point of that since Phoenix wasn't even there technically in character.
Yeah, he was not.
So, that was retconned. That did not happen.
Okay. Alright, okay, I think that should still be fine. If you'd like to do anything, Umbre, please feel free.
I mean, depends on what everyone else plans on doing.
Okay. If you're just gonna follow along with the party members, then Brorog, then what would you like to do?
Are those people still there or no? Are they gone?
They're gone.
They're gone. Do I know what? So we should probably stay in this place, right? Or are we going to fight the dragon? That probably we shouldn't, because it is those dudes. Leader, master thing.
You can ask the party in character if you'd like about what you guys want to do. You guys can like talk amongst each other in character.
Also, I'm gonna mention this again. You guys almost died to Sturges. If you guys died to it, like if you guys
Okay,
win
he
against
did
the
not
dragon,
almost
I will...
die.
Let me look.
I am
where
at
your
12
guys'
HP.
health got at one point.
Yeah,
Let me look
just
at
a
this.
good old 12 HP at your end.
Umbre got to 6 HP. Brorog got to 14.
No, 10. And then
And Kel got to 8. And Charlie got to a whopping 9. You guys almost died.
I used one of my hit point dice thing to roll back health, and I got 2, so I'm at 12. I was at 10 before.
Yes.
And also, to be fair, it kind of makes sense. Brorog took a ton of damage because he's the only one killing stuff. Just pointing that out.
You are technically the tank of the group right now.
Yeah, you were like at like my max HP, just like casually.
Thanks for the Doritos. Welcome to the chat.
Right,
We are playing Dungeons and Dragons.
You guys can talk amongst yourself and figure out what you want to do.
Where should we go? No one's gonna respond.
Okay,
I
so
didn't-
Charlie seems to be sitting closer to Brorog because he's using him as a wall between him and a certain someone. And he just huffs and he says, "Oh, I'll go anywhere, as long as it's somewhere with a restraining order."
Oh, it's plus con modifier? What's my con? Oh, it's plus 2.
Cal kind of just slightly gives you an eye.
Oh, so it is 14.
I mean,
Wait,
But-
is it the hit dice plus con modifier? For
Or what?
rolling back health during a short, long rest?
The hit dice con modifier?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay, then I have 14, not 12. I did not add my constitution modifier.
I think that's only. I don't think that applies to healing.
That doesn't?
I think that applies. No, I think it only applies to leveling up in your HP.
Oh, okay. Go back to 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a time in the campaign where you can freely explore where you would like to go. There's many different things you can do, and it's all up to just like where you guys want to explore.
I'm gonna say, Brorog walked to the direction of the planet thing.
Okay.
And he begins to look at it.
Okay. Are you studying it?
Yes.
Can you roll do an intelligence check? Or sorry, Arcana check.
Arcana?
Mhm.
So that's... I think I have a minus in that. Oh no, I have an 11.
Yeah.
Total.
You got an 11?
Yeah, total.
Okay. Brorog, you're looking at the sculpture, and you see, what I explained before. There's like a big circle and then a bunch of tiny circles around it. You can't really tell what it's meaning. You've never really seen one of these before. Anything depicting this sort of shape, I guess you could say. So you just kind of stare at it, puzzled, and you're like, huh, that's pretty. The light from the sky is kind of shining on it in a delicate way.
Okay, I'm gonna say it goes to next person.
Charlie?
Okay, so you did send me this map, so I do see where everything is, so I kind of understand what you were saying a bit better.
Yeah.
Oh. Harley is going to, in an attempt to get as far away from this team as possible, run all the way towards that back room in the far back left. E5.
D5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Wait, could someone share a screen of the map? Even if there's no like trackers or anything on it, just like a screen
Yeah,
share
let
or
me.
something.
Yeah, I can share the screen from Let me pull up the picture.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are too close. You guys are here. This is the sculpture. This is so Brorog is right next to it. This is where the two statues are that I was talking about that were similar to the ones that were over here. This is where the kobolds went to. This is where Charlie just ran to. And this is the broken down wall in the back. Does that make more
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and you are running into D5?
Oh no.
I'm gonna say he's gonna stop right outside of D5.
So like
Mhm.
right here,
A little bit farther back.
a little bit. So let's say like you're like at the like middle, in between part.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Okay. So you get to this like bridge,
Yeah,
this
splitting
kind
the
of like
party.
makeshift bridge. You see that there are like rough like pulley lifts. You kind of like peer inside. You don't really see too much because obviously you're not completely in, but you do see some like what looks to be some sort of pulley system. And in the middle there's a swirling staircase taking you that would take you further up into the tower.
So Charlie is going to spin on his heel and cup his hands around his mouth to kind of whisper shout, so he's not super loud, but loud enough that hopefully his voice carries. And he's like, "Bozos, want my help for the future? Come over here. I'm too weak for this. The princess."
It's also a little too dark to kind of see what's like further in. But you do see like these. I would say you see these two pulleys.
Okay.
Razor, it's you and then me, or what? You there?
Yeah, just looking at the.
Charlie did ask you guys to come over there.
Okay, should I just go, or do you have an idea what you're gonna do?
Like, I'm intrigued by D4.
D4.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is where chance comes into play. Coin flip.
Coin.
Heads
Okay.
is going to be D5. Tails is D4. It is going to land on flip. Tails. I'm heading with the razor.
Okay.
Or Umbre.
Umbre works. Okay, so Charlie, the last thing you did was shout out to them, right?
Yes.
Okay, before we move on to the other boys, did you want to look a little bit closer in, or did you want to just wait until they do their thing?
So Charlie sees that they really don't want to help. So Charlie's gonna like lean his face a little closer and try to observe a bit more. Would that be a perception check? No?
No, I can tell you what you see.
Okay.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
and by the way, I'm just gonna say this ahead of time. Since you boys are not here, you don't know any of this, okay?
Okay.
Oh
So-
no.
Rays of light dance across the remains of this tower's stained glass dome, making iridescent colors shimmer across the crumbled marble walls. Gilded lines and jeweled inlays form a detailed star map spanning the dusty floor. 4 alabaster statues of scholars stand around the perimeter of the room. Their expressions worn with time. Each 10-foot-tall statue is pointing or gesturing in a different direction.
Yes, we are
Hurled in the
splitting
northeast
party.
corner of the tower is a lithe blue dragon. Lightning arcs around his horns and snout as he slumbers amid a scattered collection of coins and glittered jewels.
Dang it. The one chance Brorog had to fight a dragon.
So you know he is sleeping right now.
And Brorog
And by the
knows
way,
none of this.
take it back on the stairs. They're going downwards. There's no stairs going up.
Great. Can Charlie like slide back out of there?
You absolutely can.
Okay, Charlie's just gonna walk back to the teammates and he's gonna just look at them and be like, "We're not going in there."
Can Brorog ask why?
Do you want to ask why? You don't have to ask me.
Yes, Brorog questions you on why we cannot enter a room.
So, Charlie's gonna stare at him for a hot minute, and he's gonna look at each of the party members, and he sighs. Like, it's a really, like, deep sigh. Like, he's about to regret his entire life choices. And he says, "There's a dragon in there, and it's asleep, and I don't think you guys want to fight it, because I think we'll die." It's quite intimidating, actually.
Wait, what was our original quest? Was it to talk to this dude?
It was something along those lines. It's like, all I remember is don't trust what he says.
Got it.
All I remember is that we weren't originally supposed to fight him. I think we were supposed to, like, get him to leave the observatory or something.
I can double check that for you if you'd like.
Yes, please.
Yeah, let me open up that part of the book really quick.
I only remember not trusting what he says.
I remember me and Kel wanted to fight it.
I just remember. All I remember from that was soap.
Soap?
That is true.
I have a cat here. She will be making decisions for me. Can we fight dragon or no? Blink if yes. Run away if no.
What if it just
not
stares
blinking.
at you and stays still?
She's
Okay,
not blinking and she's okay, she ran away. We're not fighting this dragon.
so you originally came to the observatory because there was a bronze wormling named Adrian that rejected Runara's teachings of peace and stormed away. Runara fears that they went to the ancient observatory, which is where you're at. And she suspects that there is some evil that has arisen there, but she doesn't dare to go herself. So she's kind of asking you to go check up on Adrian and see what's going on over here. She has no idea.
Wait, bronze dragon?
a
If I
bronze
remember correctly.
a bronze wormling.
Okay, if I remember correctly, that was not bronze in that room.
No.
Mm.
Can Charlie say something about that?
If you want to. I mean, if you know in character, then yes.
Okay, so Charlie, he's like about to he's about to like step away from the team to like, you know, go sit down, and then he's like, wait. And he spins back around and he's like, wait. Really, really important here. We were supposed to be looking for a bronze dragon, a wormling. I don't think I told you, but that thing was blue. I don't think we should go mess with it, really, I don't.
Wait, I just remembered too. Didn't we see that like in the sky?
Did. I do.
You did.
Yeah.
You saw a flash of blue, and you saw that it was scaly and had wings.
Mm.
And then Charlie deduced it was a dragon.
Oh,
What?
oh no. I think you might have to fight this thing.
Could
to guess.
Brorog tell them one thing? He goes, chameleons do exist.
Huh?
He says chameleons do exist.
Oh.
Ah, mm. Yes, transforming lizard indeed. But does Brorog know what a chameleon is?
I would assume so, because he lived in the forest with a bunch of druids for like quite some time.
But does a chameleon exist?
They have regular animals, right? They're not all just fantasy animals. They have to have some regular animals.
I know, but is a chameleon one of them?
That's a really weird thing to cut out of D&D. Yes, the only thing we've cut out of D&D is the chameleon.
Chameleon.
I mean, okay, let's. Should I search it up or something? Do chameleons exist in D&D?
You can.
Okay. Do chameleon chameleons. That's not how you spell chameleons, but whatever. Exist in D&D. Chameleon 5th edition SRD. Ha! They do exist. They have a dex of. They have a strength of -4 with a +2 modifier somehow. Oh wait, never mind. They have a -4 modifier. They have a strength of 2, -4 modifier, dexterity of 10, constitution of 10, intelligence of 2, wisdom of 10, and charisma of 4. And they
They're
give
not
you
very ris-
10 experience points if you kill them.
10 XP.
Wait, could I?
Let's go
Yeah.
hunt chameleons.
Yeah, guys, we need to grind by killing a bunch of chameleons. That's.
How in the world did Ant send a
Anyway.
message even though he's not in the VC? He's in the walls.
Yeah, he's walking.
He's in the
straight.
walls.
I think Manx is trying to get us to die or something.
Or not Manx, Ant.
Ah,
Ant sent the thing in the VC even though he's not here.
yeah, but I think Manx.
Said Ragekon can
Oh.
shape change. Maybe the blue is the bronze dragon. Go wake it up and ask it. Be sure to drop your weapons first. You won't need them.
Oh,
Ye-
yeah, very good idea. Very
so
good
smart.
idea.
And before
think
this, he
that's the
said not keeping your voices down. Such a kind DM.
Who said Charlie was yelling? Who said he was being loud?
Where are you reading this from, even?
That
In what, YouTube chat or?
Twitch. No one
Twitch,
chats on
Twitch.
YouTube.
No, I know, but I didn't even see it in the Twitch chat.
What do you
Okay, do
mean?
you guys want me to give you some options of what to do?
That would be helpful. Yes.
Okay, so Harley has obviously seen, the inside of this, how would you call it? It says it here, observatory tower. You've seen the inside. You've kind of told the others, what you saw. I've reminded you that, we're here to look for Adrian, a bronze dragon.
Browns.
Here are some options. You could either try to sneak around, because there are some statues you could look at. Oh, sorry, I just got a text. I need to reply to that ASAP. So you can look around at these statues that are around, this area. You could also go back to the statue and see if you can really understand what it's saying. There's also, D4 area, which I think would be helpful before you even try to sneak around what's it called, the blue wormling that's sleeping. And you could also try waking the dragon.
How many options was that?
Four.
I feel
4.
like.
Got it. Time to roll
feel
our
like-
fate.
Oh no.
Okay, no, I'm not
No,
rolling
you
my dice.
discuss.
Harley's gonna
You
wreck
guys
no, roll
can
Brorog.
discuss.
What Brorog's gonna say. You guys can pick different things, but what Brorog's gonna say. 2.
Brorog is the man of chance.
Oh.
He rolled a 2.
Which would be the statue.
Statue. Okay.
He really likes looking at things.
Yeah, he's a very curious little guy.
That statue is very
Okay.
interesting. Should we look at it? That's all he says.
So,
Wouldn't hurt.
so Charlie looks at the 3, and Kel's been quiet the entire time. Charlie can't help but wonder, am I even going to agree with what he says? But before he asks that, he's gonna be like, okay, did we forget that those kobolds offered to get us the key back? The key to these dragons that cleverly lead to another island? If you use your eyes. And he points to D4. Because he recognizes the dragon statues.
All right. And Brorog realizes this and walks to D3.
D3.
Is that not where they went?
That looks like where they are. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, but you just said you pointed to D4.
Yes,
No,
D4
the
to
key
show
is
off
to
the island,
D4,
but they needed the bridge.
but the kobolds went to
Oh,
D3.
the keys to D4.
Kobolds are in D3.
Ah, I was confuzzled there.
Yep.
But,
Okay.
He's gonna let Rage and Umbre go that way. He's gonna stay and look at the statue anyways.
Okay. Then before we move on to what is going on at the camp, you want to look at the statue, yes?
Yes.
You're going to study it.
Mm-hmm.
Roll an Arcana check for me.
Oh, Arcana. Interesting.
Ooh, magic.
Your fate
Oh
is
my
not
God.
determined by
I'm
fear,
not
but
good at
by
Arcana,
luck
apparently.
and
Okay,
chance.
I got a whopping...
Your fate
9.
is not determined
Oh.
by fear, but by luck and
I-
chance.
Statue
Okay.
of Dragon is a statue.
Okay. I mean, okay, I'll give you this at least. So you look over at this statue. There was a time where you had time to just kind of read and just, study whatever books are in the library when the other team was at the, doing their own thing, right?
Mhm.
So you would kind of recognize that the main figure is a planet known as Toril. It is the world of the Forgotten Realms. It has a moon next to it, which is called Saloon, and you guys would know that there is a goddess Saloon that people worship. There is a sun, 7 other random planets that you can't really tell the name of, but there is also a depiction of a comet with a very eccentric orbit. So just to give a rundown, you see a planet, a sun and moon, multiple other small planets, and a comet in the statue.
Ellie wants to touch the comet.
You're gonna touch the comet?
Gotta touch the comet.
Okay.
It's
You
gonna
touch
explode.
it. Can you do another Arcana check for me?
Sure. Okay. A good old 19.
Charlie, you go up to this comet. You just go to touch it. But as your hand starts to get closer, you kind of notice its positioning. And you would know that Toril is kind of our planet. That's where we are sitting on. And you see that the comet, it's going to pass very, very close to Toril very, very soon.
Ooh, that's
Oh, dang it, I wanted to make a reference, but I can't do that anymore, because I don't know this in character.
You
Yeah.
can make the reference.
But I can't do it in character, so it won't be funny.
Yeah, but what's the point of character?
That's fair. All right.
Charlie's gonna look at this and he's gonna pocket this information. He's like, this feels ominously important.
Would Charlie tell
he's
the rest
gonna
of the
walk-
party so that Brorog could make a reference?
So Charlie is now best friends with Brorog because he hates the Drows currently. I don't know. He doesn't like Umbre because Umbre doesn't talk to him, and he doesn't like Kel because Kel harassed him. So he's now buddy-buddy with Brorog, and he's like, "Oh, Brorog, my good friend, I just realized something really funny back there. Back there, that means that this planet, there's gonna be a comet passing by, like, really close to it soon. That's funny, you know? Maybe that means, like, danger or something. Maybe, like, a comet's gonna crash into us. I don't know.
Oh yes, the men with fire will be strengthened, and the name chosen, and the Avatar will defeat the Fire Lord on that day.
Charlie just blinks at him and says, "Yes, that's the right energy."
He will take his
Fire,
power and
earth,
seal it
water.
away, imprisoning him for lifetimes until he dies of old age.
Fire, earth, water, air. The Four
Long
Nations.
ago, the 4 nations lived in harmony, but everything changed when the Fire Nation
But the
attacked.
Fire Nation.
Only one man could stop him. The master of all 4 elements. But when we needed him the most, he vanished. Look up? Wait, what do I have to look up?
I'm gonna just say we're gonna look to the ceiling.
Oh. There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Obi,
What do you mean?
what happens if Charlie looks at the ceiling?
You look at the ceiling.
Yep.
Well, the ceiling.
Is there something on the ceiling? Is it like a lost? What's the paintings that are on roofs? Like in like. What's it called? I forgot the word. Like those giant murals that are on like the inside of a building on the roof.
No, it's open. There is sunlight coming in. I mean, it is an observatory after all. There's mostly depictions. There's like seems to be like carvings of like different
You're literally typing in chat. I can see chat.
How would you call it? Constellations. But there is like an opening in the center that would let light in. That's, I mean, it's a bit shabby. I mean, obviously this whole observatory is kind of breaking down a little bit, quite a bit actually. So there are like other holes and other ruins and crumbled stone littered everywhere. But you do see that there are remains of what once used to be a really highly detailed and high standing observatory ceiling, as you would say.
Okay.
Oh, wait, we heard Charlie's response to the things that Brorog was saying, but what does Umbre think of this? Because I'm pretty sure Umbre can understand Undercommon, right?
Yes. Very.
So he does
indeed.
understand what Brorog's saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So, used to. You were Charlie. You were with him now, yes, or?
Yes. I joined them over to weird observatory area for kobolds.
Okay. You guys get to the bridge. Did you guys cross the bridge already?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I say yes.
Okay. So you guys crossed this rickety bridge. It's made of like driftwood and rope that spans about a 15-foot gap between the rotunda and like this structure that stands alone. As you guys approach, you hear skittering sounds and whispers coming from inside this ruined tower. The gaps in the stone are patched over with wooden planks and threadbare cloth. And as you guys like step into this area, you guys go up the small set of stairs, and as you get closer, the whispering and the skittering start to get louder and louder. The door is already wide open. There really is no door. It just seems to be a open place for people to, or anybody to, just kind of walk into. And you see that when you walk in, you see that there are 3 kobolds and 2 winged kobolds, as well as the other 2 that you had met, the other 2 winged kobolds that you guys had met before. They currently inhabit this area, and they're polishing some sling bullets and keeping busy. They just look like they're have their hands in a lot of places at the moment. And as soon as you guys enter, they turn around and they seem to like hiss at you. They don't seem like they want you here, but your guys, the people that you met before, Mech and Min, they kind of step in front. They're like, whoa! These are the guys that we met before. And as they say that, the other kobolds kind of just like settle down. They're like, oh, okay, like just collective, like, oh, okay, this is fine.
This is fine.
This is fun.
It's like that meme where the house is burning and
Yeah.
someone's sitting down in a chair. Fine.
Yep.
Guessing Charlie's gonna be the talkative one because he's always talkative, and he steps forward and he waves his hand again. And he's like, "Oh, my dear friends," and he's gonna take off his top hat and bow shortly, and then he sits back up, puts the top hat back on. He's like, "You said you could help us get that key, the one over across the cliff face. I was wondering when you could get that for us."
Mech approaches and clasps his hands together and vigorously shakes his head like, yes, as long as it'll help us with everything that we need to do, then I can absolutely get that done for you. And he looks over at one of the kobolds and he goes, "Hey, Hev, what was that dragon statue Keo was telling you about, the moonstone, whatever it was called? Can you go get that for me, please?" And he was like, "I can't do that, I don't have wings, but hey, Neuro can." And Neuro just kind of turns around. He has like a stick sticking out, like you could almost see it as like a toothpick sticking out of his mouth, and he turns around and he goes, "I can get that for you." And a bunch of bustling goes around, and you see Neuro kind of step off to the edge. He goes back down the stairs and I guess doesn't fly, they can't really fly, but he glides back over to the other side of the cliff. You kind of see him off in the distance, grab the key out from the statue, and as he grabs the key out of the statue, the bridge that had the energy bridge that was there before kind of fizzles away and it comes back to the observatory as if it was never there. And as after the bridge has finished depleting itself, I guess you could say, this winged kobold, Neuro, just glides on back over and comes back to the party and holds out a key, looking very proud of himself.
Charlie's gonna grab it, and as he grabs it, he's gonna smile and say, "Thank you, kind friend. You look stunning today."
Yes.
Could Brorog... Wait, what was the name of the wormling? Worm thing?
Which one?
The
One that they're
the bronze
worshipping?
one.
The one that you're looking for.
Yes.
His name is Adron. Aidron.
Okay. Brorog looks at them and says, "Do you know of an Adron? He is a bronze chameleon that can slither and is very hostile, is what I'm told."
Adron. And they're all kind of looking around each other like, Adron, yes. There was I wouldn't say his name. I don't think his name was Adron. It seemed more like Andrew. I couldn't really tell you, but there was one of them that came by at some point. You're talking about like a little bronze brown looking guy, right?
Yes.
Well, we did have somebody come by like that, but we had our amazing leader, look over, take care of him. But I don't really know where he is now. He came but never left.
Right. Can Brorog try taking the key from Charlie?
Try taking it from Charlie?
Yes. Or would Charlie give it to him because they're friends now?
You can ask in character. Be like, "Hey, can I have that key?"
Brorog does not ask, but he just puts his hand out for the key towards Charlie.
So Charlie, seeing this, completely misunderstands, and pocketing the key into his bag, he takes Brorog's hand, almost like, how like those people, in Victorian era people, the woman would like have her arm and the man would be holding onto it, or it would be the woman holding onto the man's arm. That's what Charlie does.
Okay.
After this, can Brorog do like a cartoon shakedown where he like picks him up, flips him over, and starts shaking him until like their money falls out? But in this case, it's a key. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Go ahead and do a strength check for me.
Okay. Shoot. It's a 7 plus a It's a 9.
Hmm. Okay.
It's a seven.
Brorog, you pick up Charlie. Charlie, you get picked up. Brorog goes to turn Charlie over to try and shake him, but for some reason, unfortunately, Brorog grabbed him by the pants, and Charlie's pants weren't super secure.
Oh no.
Brorog turns Charlie over, and suddenly, Brorog is only holding Charlie's pants. So Charlie has fallen to the floor and is now in his sleepwear, I guess you could say.
Could Brorog take the keys? Because they're in the pocket, right?
No, they're in his bag.
Oh, they're in his bag. Wait, they're on his belt?
Yeah.
Which is
Wouldn't that
on
go
his
with the pants?
No, they're not actually. His belt's annoying. It is actually attached to his upper torso. Not upper torso, just torso. So it's not attached to his pants. It's actually his shirt belt for some reason.
Mm.
A shirt belt.
Well, why would you need to secure your shirt?
Yeah, like
Because Charlie does acrobatics and he does not want his shirt riding up in the middle of acrobatics. So usually his pants don't go loosey goosey.
well, they did now. So, Brorog looks at him and says, "You need better pants." Why did I change my voice? 1 second. Let me get it back. You need better pants.
What?
You need better pants. I'm dying.
Charlie just looks at him and he's like, apparently I do. Get those back to me.
Max just said, "You think pants are your allies? You merely adopted the pants. I was born."
I was born in pants molded by...
Molded by them.
You know what? Charlie's gonna roll for persuasion to get Brorog to give him his pants back. Oh my gosh. The nat 20 came in handy right there.
I can just see Rage dying over there.
I have.
Sorry, what'd you get
Nat 20.
I got a nat 20.
for persuasion?
Yes, give me back my pants.
What does Charlie say?
Okay, so Charlie's like looking at him and he kind of like moves a hand over his like sleepwear, I guess. And he like glances around at the other people and he just like holds out his hands. He's like, please give those back to me. This is utterly humiliating. This is the worst thing that could ever happen to a show person. I died.
Brorog, what's your intelligence?
My intelligence is 12.
Sorry, your wisdom.
10.
And your modifier?
0.
Okay, you feel just completely compelled to give back Charlie's pants.
Does it matter what way I give them back?
No, how do you give them back?
I take the open side, like where your waist goes in, and drop it on his head.
Charlie muffles.
So he has a new hat now.
Charlie muffles a scream and rips off his head. He's gonna try rushing to put those pants back on because no one needs to be looking at his gluteus maximus.
Cal
He
is
said-
just hard staring at his Charlie's ass.
Manx just keep making references. He said, "If I took those pants off, would you die?" Which is actually not what Bane says. He says, "It would be extremely painful for you." but like it's extremely painful, not very painful. Ha! I win the reference battle.
So as Charlie's putting his pants back on, Kel is kind of just whispering to himself, but you can't quite make out what he's saying.
Does Charlie know he's whispering to himself?
Yes, because he's right behind you.
Dude, what? Is he like 5 centimeters away?
Does Brorog hear him because he has pretty big ears? Brorog has quite the large ears.
I
That's
think
the dog advantage.
okay, bye. I think Brorog would be able to hear kind of, but you briefly hear like be respectful, be respectful, be respectful. It's like just like very like rapid, like be respectful, be respectful, be respectful.
And then Brorog looks at Kel and is like, "Your voice is not the correct volume for this setting."
Okay, before I tell you what Charlie does, this makes me think of like a book me and my mom are reading right now. Main character has to like be like, I must honor the person I'm in love with. I must not have any dirty thoughts of him while looking at the person like half naked. Oh, I have to be respectful.
Oh.
Process. Oh my god, Kel, when did you become Mo Run? Okay, anyways.
Was that your? Is that not?
So,
What?
Mo Run, yes, I named my cat after this character.
Oh.
Different reasons, of course, but you know. Anyways. Come here. Ow, the cat. Come here. Okay, so Mo Run, what do we do? As you are the weird expert.
Yes, Manx.
Okay, Mo
my
Run has
birth
come to
was
a
a
conclusion.
reference.
Charlie is going to spin around, pants like half up, and he's like, what were you saying?
Technically, my name is a reference to something, so.
Kel kind of just Kel kind of like looks at you, looks down at your pants, looks back up, and he just goes, "Nothing that would matter to you. Turn back around, put your pants on, please."
Charlie refuses to. He says, not until you tell me what you said.
And what are you gonna do if I don't tell you?
I'll just walk around without pants on.
Kel kind of crosses his arms and like throws his head back to throw his hair back from that had fallen back over his shoulder. And then he kind of looks away and I was just giving myself a reminder.
A reminder that what? You could never pull someone as amazing as me. And that you're simply a plaything for my entertainment, because I am clearly not into someone as disappointingly unattractive as you.
Kel kind of like looks back at you slowly and tilts his head. Well, it's not like I wanted it to go anywhere anyways. It was just a one-night thing.
Now Charlie looks offended, and he just like spins back around, whips up the pants all the way, and he storms away with the key.
Kel kind of just just follows.
Brorog's walking behind them, and I'm gonna say he's pretty tall, so he walks pretty fast. As he walks past them, he says, "Your decisions should not be based on insight nor other word for insight, but rather on chance and impulse."
Hey, who is he saying that to?
He's walking past both of you, so both of you hear it. He says it pretty like, he says it loud enough for both of you to hear it. Also, Manx says, I'm not gonna read that. You can read that on your own.
It was, remember Charlie, Pixar mom Caboose hasn't entered the room yet, so Kel is still outside.
Oh my god! Wait, is this a reference back to when we were first talking about how big Charlie's
How
butt is?
big
When
Charlie's
said
butt
Charlie
is.
walks into a room and his ass walks in 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
Is that what the-
I forgot about that.
How long have we been in this room? Or how long were we in that room?
It's probably been, okay, I would say probably been about, so you walked in, spoke to you, the key was gotten, Charlie grabbed it. Brorog shook him up upside down. That other conversation happened. I would say it's been about 10 minutes.
Okay. So, yeah, okay. Manx made another reference when Bane goes, Gotham is yours. But instead of Gotham, it's the pants. The pants are yours.
Very good. All right.
Okay.
Cal and Charlie have left the room.
Or
but I guess-
Kel
so
is
is Brorog.
trying to because
but
it's way.
yeah, Charlie's booty is in the way still.
Brorog has also left the room, so it's currently just Umbre with the kobolds. The kobolds, I'm assuming, are very confused, are they not?
Yeah. Sorry. They kind of already halfway into the conversation. They kind of tuned out and went back to their tinkering, whatever their tinkering may be.
Okay. Wait, one sec, I'll be right back. I have to go to the restroom.
Yeah, you're good.
More caboose jokes? Anyone?
Trying to think. I can entertain for the chat. Sorry, I'm having a stroke. Hold on. I can entertain the chat while we wait. Yesterday, I was playing GTA, and my character got taken to prison because I got caught. And I was talking to one of the police officers, and I was like, "Do you have a woman?" And he was like, "I used to." And I was like, "What does that mean?" And he was like, "Well, she doesn't wake up anymore, which means she doesn't play the game anymore." And I was like, "Oh, that's unfortunate." And he's like, "Yeah." So I sent her back to Puerto Rico. She's not even Puerto Rican. I was like, "Oh, so you deported her ass?" And then he was like, "Oh, yeah. Well, I'm on to new things. I'm trying new things." And I immediately said, "Men?" And I think they all passed away.
You know, I think that is relatively. I think that's a good response. I do.
Yeah, I mean, they gave it to me because they were like, "You." I was like, he did say new things, and that is a new thing. So I'm
That
not
is indeed.
wrong.
You're not.
I'm not.
Entertaining. I guess the conversation I had with Ian about Kel earlier would be, he said that they would be flirting, and I said, how so? And he said he's more going for a one-night stand kind of thing with Charlie than an actual relationship. My response to that was, well, he somehow messed that up because they get married.
Yeah.
I know, how do you mess that up?
Yeah. Couldn't tell you.
And then I tried to specify what type of flirting, and I said a trying to get in your plants flirting, and he said less obvious, but the less obvious was I'm just looking for a one-night stand.
Oh.
So less obvious, am I right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's one way to put it.
Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh.
I would like to tell everyone I have Bluetooth headphones.
Searching through.
Hi.
Like every time I leave, I hear the most interesting things. Like I just leave and then people just start talking about the most random things. Like in this case, it was intentional to entertain chat, but like other times it's just like
The craziest stuff you could ever hear.
yeah.
Manx said, just gonna leave the 7 frenemies behind you, eh? See, no one tries to sneak because the clap from Charlie keeps alerting the guards. Charlie should be back, but Kel keeps bringing up the rear. Kel can't get those pants now. Charlie isn't wearing them.
Manx
gosh, I'm
is
gonna love making the
wait,
comment for this.
I just realized Manx has gothemed everyone but me and Razor. Haha.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Start getting them.
Shoot.
Okay, anyways, yes, Charlie.
I can make it follower only chat. Oh wait, sub only chat right now. We're in the world sub. Okay. Emote only chat. Boom.
My god.
turning that off. 'Cause I
And
just-
Charlie's gonna walk over to those other statues, the statues that lead to D4, and he's gonna look at them, and he's gonna see if he can find any keyholes.
He's gonna look for keyholes. Where? Sorry.
And the statues, like, that lead to D4.
The statues that lead to D4. Oh yeah. So you put them in, or you look for keyholes.
Looking for keyholes.
You look at the dragon statues, and there are keyholes in the same position as earlier.
So as Charlie turns the key, looks at Kel, and he says, "You really need to learn how to actually flirt with people, because I really think you're just going. Are you like an allergy? Because I think everyone in this planet must be allergic to you. Because what is wrong with you? Good looks wasted on filth." And he's also contradicting himself, because earlier he said Kel was ugly.
Yeah. Sorry. So you do insert the key, yes?
Yes, I do.
So you insert the key. The same bridge that you had seen earlier appears, and you now have a pathway from
Oh, wait,
the
you're right.
rotunda to this
So
other
you only
area.
not got him Razor. You have to get Razor now. He's the only
Okay,
one you haven't
Charlie's gonna
you
cross it.
haven't gotten.
Okay. Everybody else, what would you like to do?
So there is a magic bridge basically now, right?
Yes, there's an energy bridge.
Could Brorog try jumping across, even though there is a bridge?
I don't think.
Okay. You can. It is a 22-foot gap, so you'd have to jump 22 feet.
Oh my god, he's gonna be a world record holder.
I mean, technically he has jumped that distance, but at an angle.
But at an angle.
Oh wait, what do I have to roll for that? Acrobatics or strength or something like that?
Roll. Yeah, how about let's do acrobatics this time?
Okay. Come on. I got a 15.
15. Okay. So you walk back a bit just to kind of give yourself a running start. And you get into like a weirdly familiar to us as people position as an Olympic runner would do. And then you sprint off. You start running towards the edge of this gap, and as soon as you hit the edge with your good leg, I'm assuming you're right-handed, yes? Rage?
Yeah.
As soon as you hit the edge with your right leg, you push off, and you clear that almost a little too easily, but you barely clear it. You push off with your right leg. You soar through the sea air, the waves crashing below you, the wind in your non-existent hair, and you land on the ledge with your left big toe. And it's strong. It holds on, and you are able to get to the other side by jumping, even though there is a bridge.
I can't play D&D anymore. My cat is taking me away from you all.
Hi, cat. Not you,
Sitting
cat.
on me.
Other cat.
Do a flip.
It's gonna play for me now. Hello.
Umbre, are
Quiet.
you following?
Wait, just sit behind the camera. Turn on the camera. It'll just be your cat, just sitting there.
I'm fine.
Here, I'll do that. I'll just try to get my face away from the camera.
So you are following Razor?
Yes.
Okay. And after Brorog makes this giant leap towards the across the bridge, Umbre just slowly follows behind. Hi, cat. What a pretty cat.
She is. She's a new player. Woo! Hide my face. Okay, I'm turning off the camera now. She doesn't want to cooperate. Likes to sit in my lap while I stand in the camera, so she can just like smack me with her face. But you know.
Amazing. Okay, so you guys are all in this area now. So the rhythm of so you guys are inside. You can kind of hear that the rhythm of the waves below echo throughout this cramped tower. It's a pretty small space. Part of the floor has crumbled away, dropping off into a chamber below. Amid the rubble, there is collapsed bookcases, jutted out at odd angles, and moldering books are strewn across the floor.
Okay, my brain is like malfunctioning. What are the key points of this room?
I can just read the description again if you'd like.
What's a
I just need,
moldering
like-
bookcase?
Moldering bookcase?
Moldering
Is
books.
a keyword.
Oh,
Moldering books.
That means that they have just kind of, they look not moldy, but they look like they've been wet or like they've kind of falling apart from time. But you guys enter at the, so if you guys, this is where it is, so I'll zoom in on it. So this whole part right here is what is available for you to stand on. The other half is all crumbled. That goes deep down to the point where you can't even see the bottom. But there are books that are amongst the rubble that lay on the floor.
Charlie's gonna leaf through one of the books. He's just gonna pick one up and leaf through it.
Okay. Do me a favor. Roll d20. No modifiers.
Brorog raises his hand with the gauntlet and aims around the room and yells, what was Adron?
Adron.
He yells at Adron to come out or he's going to burn this place down.
You are met with silence. And Charlie, what was that roll?
Nat 20.
Nat
Dang.
20.
Twice in a row.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay. You look around for a random book to pick up, and you find a small black journal with an ornate lock that looks to be intact. And you can't open it. It's locked with a keyhole.
Breaking the lock. I don't know. He's gonna turn to Umbre, and he's gonna say, Umbre, dearest, do you know how to pick locks?
I mean, if you want me to, I could.
So Charlie offers him the book, and he says, thank you, my dear friend.
How long will it take for Brorog to go back in that one room? D3?
How long will it take him to get to D3? Only a couple minutes.
Okay. So, first, can I roll for something to see if Adron, whatever his name is hiding here?
Within this specific area?
In this room, yeah.
You would roll a, so you know what you're looking for. Roll a perception check to see if there is anything that would be.
My perception is +0, so I roll and I get a 16.
You look around the room. You kind of see, you know, the books, the rubble, the floor that kind of breaks off, and the waves that are echoing across. You don't see anything that would indicate. You don't see anything that would indicate a place for somebody to hide.
Okay, so
Or
and
be
now
hidden.
after this happens, Brorog leaves. But this time he walks.
Okay.
He doesn't jump across. He just walks.
Okay, so you're going back to the rotunda,
Yes. He goes and then goes
the
to
middle
D3.
area, and then you go to D3. Okay. So you okay? Now back to Charlie and Umbre. Did you asked him to lockpick it?
Yes, I did.
Okay, you guys can continue with that.
Dang.
See where that goes.
Oh, wait, so you got everyone right.
Our lockpick mechanics.
Wait, no, I don't. Is that Umbre? Is that a goddamn on Umbre?
That's a good question. Let me Google that. Lockpick mechanics. Excellent. 53E. Okay.
53E.
Yeah, that's my bad.
The newest one was like 2024, and that's just not even a number. It's just 2024 handbook.
Okay, to open a lock, you must simply make a dexterity sleight of hand check. The DC check depends on the difficulty of the lock. Okay. So, Toby needs to set a DC for this lock, and then Umbre has to make a sleight of hand check?
And would that be with Dex mode?
It'd be sleight of hand check already has all the modifications, so just whatever that would be.
Roll Dice with Friends thing is in the chat, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm just inspecting the.
Mang said no. It's a tool proficiency check with thieves' tools.
I guess. Information.
Okay, while you're looking for the information, I'm gonna retcon something really quick for you, Brorog. You actually did find something inside there. So you looked around the tower, right? Let's say you're back inside of this area that everybody else is in. You actually found a loose brick in the northwest wall.
So that's the upper left wall.
Is he here?
I was muted. So that's in the upper left wall.
Yes. You find a loose brick.
Okay. Does Brorog know anything about construction?
No.
Is there any books in here about construction?
No.
Okay. Which direction is the brick loose in? Like, can he pull it out or does he have to push it out?
It looks like you can pull it.
Okay, in case this is a trap, Brorog uses his metal arm, reaches for it, and pulls it out.
Okay. As you pull it out, you see that it was actually a hidden compartment. And behind this little fake brick, you find a potion of resistance. And you would know that it is a potion of resistance to lightning.
Oh, like does he know it's blue dragon lightning,
Charlie told
dude?
him about blue dragon?
Sorry, you both were talking at the same time.
Didn't
What's happening?
Does Brorog know that the blue dragon is lightning or what?
Charlie
No.
did tell you guys.
Yeah. Well,
Charlie did
okay.
tell them blue dragon is lightning. If I remember correctly, I think he did anyways.
I think so as well.
Okay.
Because you and me had an entire conversation about if Charlie knew all of their attacks and then what attacks they even had, because I was confused about which blue dragon we were using.
Brorog does not drink it. He grabs it and still leaves.
There was also a pouch inside.
He looks at the pouch. He's staring at the pouch.
That's all?
He tells his party about the pouch and the potion.
Charlie's gonna leave Umbre to keep messing with that lock, and he's gonna open the bag. Open the pouch.
Inside of the pouch, you find 10 gold pieces, which is pretty good.
Hold on. Okay, so I can't really chop these pieces in half. So hold on.
Yeah.
Let me measure what I'm about.
Bite them, check if they're real.
Okay, hold on.
Wait.
Okay, so Charlie is a humble man, and he grabs 1 gold piece and he distributes 3 gold pieces to the other party members. And he throws the gold pieces at Kel when he gives Kel pieces to him.
Cal kind of just lets the gold pieces hit his chest and fall into the floor before letting out a big sigh and then bending over to go pick them up.
Now Brorog leaves.
Okay. Now we are waiting on Umbre to make his roll for sleight of hand.
Should I just roll it or?
Well, he has
Can
to
you-
roll it.
Okay.
He has to roll it,
I'm just
and
trying to figure out what the mod would be.
you don't
It's sleight of
have your
hand.
sleight of hand modifier up.
No, because there's also like thieves' tools expertise as well. So it's
Thieves, tools, expertise. Okay, let me see if I can. One
I don't-
second.
I'm not 100% sure what the mod
It's
would be.
tool prof, thieves tools, and dex. Tool prof, thieves tool, dex mod.
Well, and if he's proficient in it as well.
Yeah, tools
Yeah,
proficiency.
I have proficiency in sleight of hand and expertise in thieves' tools.
With thieves' tools, you can also
Oh,
use
wait,
them for
wait.
pickpocket.
Thieves
Dude.
tools. Thieves tools is just an item.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Hold on.
To
It doesn't
use
add.
for-
It doesn't
Okay,
add
so
anything.
This is what I found. In D&D 5th edition, the mechanics for lockpicking are as follows. Thieves' tools. A creature proficient with thieves' tools can pick a lock with a successful DC 15 dexterity check if the lock doesn't have a key. Rerolls. A character with proficiency in thieves' tools can reroll a number of ones equal to their proficiency bonus to avoid failing a lockpicking roll. Characters with expertise in thieves' tools can reroll a number of ones equal to double their proficiency bonus. Lock complexity. The lock's complexity or number of tumblers can be represented by rounding up the lock's DC by 5s. Each 5 represents 1d6, and the player must roll, and rolling above 1 is a success. Jammed lock. If a player rolls a 1, the lock becomes jammed. A character with thieves' tools proficiency can spend 1 additional minute attempting to unjam the lock. And DM discretion. The dungeon master may decide that better locks are available for higher prices. The DM may also allow characters from other RPG systems to reroll a number of times based on the character's background, current skill set, and knowledge.
Yeah. So I was just gonna say, just you know, you don't have your sleight of hand skill readily available.
No, I have it available.
Then what's that? What's that?
I have to open
What-
it. It's
Yeah. What's that number?
that would be Dex mod or
No. Two things. It'd be Dex mod, and if you're proficient in sleight of hand, it'd be an extra +2.
she has a +5 total.
Okay, +5. All right, then you go ahead and roll, and then add the +5.
Alright. Damn.
What'd you get?
11 total.
Shit. Okay. So you actually are able to successfully pick this lock. You get your thief's tools out. You roll them out, grab whatever you need. You stick the tools into the keyhole, and you start picking around, and you hear a click. While you do hear this click of this opening, you start to see that there was an engraving on this journal that nobody checked for, and it starts to glow, and it blows into your face, Umbre, a green noxious gas. So you're going to take, let me go ahead and roll real quick. Where's my dice? You take, is that a 6? You take 6 poison damage.
Oh no.
He's at 10 health now.
Yep.
Did I heal them?
Yeah.
Charlie sees this, no?
Yeah. Charlie, it's only you two in the room when this
Welcome
happens.
to the chat circle. No problem. No problem.
I don't necessarily understand how medicine skills work because I've never used them before, but technically could I not? How would that work if I were to use that?
Oh my god, I disappeared.
You want to use your
Oh wait, guys, you
proficiency
see
in
the
medicine?
new
Is what you're asking?
I don't think I'm
New channel
proficient
points
in
thing
it.
I
I'm just going to
made?
be trying to use the skill.
Okay. Oh, you mean you want to use? Okay, so medicine is more for checking to see if you can understand someone's injuries, checking to see if you can put together some, herbs or anything to make a like something that could help somebody. It's not necessarily, I mean, it's also going to help if like you were to be tending to someone's wound. It's just a general basis of medicine and how things work to fix others.
The fixes.
Not necessarily for actual healing. If you actually did want to heal somebody,
thanks for the two
it would have to
views.
be with the
Nice,
skill.
Thanks.
Yeah, unfortunately, I only have one spell slot left, so I'm not going to be using mine, unfortunately, today, Umbre. Sorry, XOXO.
It would be very helpful if someone would heal Brorog. Because he is the tank.
You guys could always rest before then as well.
Oh.
They did rest already, so they've already used some of their dice, their hit dice.
Long rest. We just sleep in like a room over from the dragon. Like, hey, it's
Or, like,
fine. Everything's fine. We can just sleep here. It's fine. And then like as we lay down and close our eyes, we get a notification that says, "You may not rest now. There's monsters nearby."
Okay, Minecraft.
Uh,
All right. So you were like, yes, you got sprayed in the face, Umbre, but you were able to pick the lock, and the journal can now be opened.
Charlie's gonna rush over and hold like Umbre's shoulders. He looks more concerned for Umbre at this moment. Hey, Kel's in the room. Kel saw too.
Cal doesn't give a fuck.
That's fair.
Silence. It is so quiet.
But yeah, Charlie's looking at Umbre with concern, and he doesn't even really look at the book, and he's like, Umbre, are you okay? That looked a little nasty. For some reason, he seems a lot more nice. Just in general, ever since they took this dragon mission on.
You're talking to
As
Umbre, right?
usual, Umbre says nothing at all.
Yeah,
No, I was just thinking of response. So, Umbre, after wiping his face, you know, considering he was just, sprayed with poison, responds with a guess I'm fine. Just purple though.
Purple
Charlie, like, you know,
though? Wait,
Charlie kind of like,
is Umbre now purple?
It's green.
he's gray.
Wait, what did you say? You said purple though.
No. When did I say purple?
Nobody said purple.
I heard purple.
Are you good?
Nobody said a purple.
Mo Run, are you? Is Mo
I said
Run secretly no
poison.
common?
Mank said he seems a
Okay.
lot more nice ever since he lost his pants.
Doesn't want anyone else taking those dang pants, okay? So Charlie, his eyebrows furrow upwards, and Brorog did not tighten those stitches onto his face very well. Oh, I forgot to mention this, Toby. Charlie ripped the stitches out of his face and had Brorog re-stitch them in there. So, the smile is a little looser, so, it seems a little softer compared to normal. And, he looks at the drow and he's like, this is kind of my fault, is it not? Maybe I should have tried opening the book.
Wait, Mank said he also heard purple.
I don't know who said purple.
I don't know who said purple.
I'm gonna
I
watch
said
this VOD later and
obnoxious-
send a clip.
I said noxious green gas, and then he takes poison damage.
And I'm pretty
The
sure
clip
Umbre
is
said
at
he, like,
146 or 145. I'm gonna send a clip, okay? We'll write
Okay.
that down.
Assume that you
Alright.
know there's still residue, like.
Yeah. All right. So, you rush over to Umbre, yes.
Yeah.
All right. What happens then?
Oh, yeah,
So
chat, if you
after
guys
saying
didn't
all
know.
those sweet things to Umbre,
I got dice.
he looks at the book guiltily and he's like, I do feel like a douche for asking this, but I still kind of want to read the book, and it's only fair that I request it now since I am partially the reason you just got poisoned.
Dice.
In short, he asks Umbre
Oh, I
if
forgot
he
to
can
open
have the
dice.
book
Yeah,
back,
the
because,
D4.
he feels guilty, surprisingly.
It's no problem. You can have the book back, I guess. I'm done picking notes for you.
Charlie smiles, and it seems very genuine, and then he opens the book. Away from his face! He, holds it out as he opens it.
So, you hold the book out and open it slowly as not to disturb any other traps that might be there. And you kind of close your eyes and start to peek one eye open, and then when you see that nothing is really happening, you go ahead and look inside the journal. Inside the journal, it contains star maps and notes on experiments with magic, but there is one passage that is underlined near the start of the journal. and it reads an archaic dialect of Common. To ye 4 scholars, point your eyes toward the dragon's light, for it guides your descent into knowledge. And you kind of look over the rest of the journal. There's nothing really that's, it's something that you can really understand. It's kind of just like random scribblings, random runes that have been sketched into. But the only thing that you can really note that matters is that quote that you read.
So Charlie looks at Kel and Umbre and he's like, okay, my drow fellows, I'm gonna start referring to you as the drow boys. Okay, drow boys, let's go look at that statue.
Drow
that I just
dudes.
found very interesting.
The statue?
Running towards the statue in the center of D2, or the sculpture.
Okay. So you run back over to D2. Kyle's just gonna look at Umbre, just give a little shrug and just follow right behind Charlie's massive badonker.
It's still going.
Takes a whole 5 minutes.
Yeah, a whole 5 minutes. They have to wait in line.
Must be so horrible to go out to eat with Charlie because it just takes forever.
How would he sit down?
They need to buy like a private room and he needs to sit sideways.
Or,
even
no,
sit in the
or does he
chair.
just like sit down and like he starts levitating up? He just starts floating. Like he starts. It's like an elevator. He just starts moving up.
He doesn't even get a chair. He just sits on the floor and it's at table height. Okay. We are back. 3 of you guys are back in D2. Brorog is in D3 currently. We do have about 10 minutes until the end of the session. So we can finish what we're doing and then we can end it when we can. Yes?
Sure, but this if we need, we can go longer since there's no Valiant portion anymore.
I do have a cutoff at 5:50 like normal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, apologies. Okay. Since we finished the encounter with Umbre, Kel, and Charlie, Brorog, you went to D3, correct?
Yes, I am indeed.
You went to the Cobalt camp. Okay, so what would you like to do over there? You enter. Did you enter into the place with the kobolds?
Yes, he is in the room again where they were all standing.
Okay. So you enter. They all seem like not particularly friendly, but also not aggressive. They're just kind of all doing their own things. Like they seem very busy, like almost like they're preparing for something.
He looks at which one was the one that were helping them again? Mitts and Mots or something like that?
Mech and Min.
Mech and Min. That was not even close. He goes to them and says, "I need your assistance."
They kind of like both look at each other, look back, and then look back, and they're like, "We're kind of busy right now, but you could tell us what you need, and we might be able to help."
Brorog asks them to wake up their master, dragon, leader, whatever.
You can call him whatever you want in character.
So he asks them to wake him up and show him where Audron is. Adron. I can't say his name. I keep forgetting.
Adron.
Where he is. So that he can fight him.
I'm gonna assume that canonically Brorog cannot remember names.
Yeah.
That's just me,
He
but
goes
yeah.
to Charlie. He's like, "Hey, Caroline."
I mean, Phoenix is dead man. Mizon's fish man. I don't think he's called anyone else by their name. He just goes, "You there, boy."
Yeah. So you asked them this, yes?
Yes.
They both kind of stop what they're doing immediately, and they turn around and they cross their arms and kind of give a stern look of, like they didn't like what they heard, and Min tilts their head and just goes, "You want us to disturb our great leader when they are slumbering?
Uh,
Are you insane?
I have been told so.
Well, that definitely tracks. No, absolutely not.
And then Brorog takes out the 3 gold pieces. It says, "Does this change your mind?"
Min slaps it out of his hand and the gold pieces fall to the floor. I don't want your money.
He pulls out his soap.
How dare?
What about this? His prized possession. A wad of soap.
Min sees this soap in your hand, and they kind of like look around it. They poke at it, and they kind of lean over to sniff it, and it smells, like soap. They step back and go, "Your bribes aren't going to do anything. Now don't ask again. We're busy." And they turn back around.
Brorog just sits there and goes, "Why?" while taking a bite out of the soap.
I have no more time for your questions. Please leave. And they kind of just wave you off.
He's just gonna be sitting there eating the soap, just watching.
Mech and Min kind of grumble to themselves. Like, we can sit there as long as he's not bothering what we're doing. We have to finish this before everything happens. And they just continue on with their work.
What are you guys gonna do?
Well, I mean, is it back to us yet?
Yeah, I would say it's back to you now.
Okay, so Charlie is going to look specifically at where the light on the sculpture is hitting and where the light is coming from. Investigate that, I suppose, would be the sentence.
Where the light is coming from?
Where the light is coming from and where it is hitting on the sculpture.
So there is some light coming from multiple directions. I mean, there are really no doors from this observatory, so you see that there is light coming from, the entrance ways that you guys came from the other sides over here, as well as the crumbled wall. But there is also light coming from the very top, from like a circular area, down onto the statue. It's kind of at an angle because it's not quite, noon. But it is like at an angle. It's starting to go a little bit more towards nighttime. I would say it's probably around like 3-4 o'clock.
Charlie is going to observe the sky for a moment here.
All
I
right.
have a question.
I don't know all of that observing, but
Wait, so
Sorry, you were saying what?
Kat said, "I don't know if I have to roll for that for observing," and I said, "I have a question."
You're just observing and not looking for anything?
I'm supposing he's just trying to see if anything's out of the ordinary, or if there's anything, worth noting.
Okay. You would have to roll for that. It would be you're trying to see if there's something out of the ordinary. That'd be perception.
And my question was, as Brorog is sitting there, could he not stay there, but could he investigate or perceive what's going on while he's just sitting there watching them? Like pick up any
You want to
clues or anything?
perceive what they're doing?
He's sitting there, so if he hears anything or sees what they're doing, could he look for something, clues on what they're doing?
That'd be perception.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have any modifiers for that? Nope, I do not.
And also, Toby, I got a total of
Yeah.
17
for perception as well.
Yes, I got total 17.
Okay.
I got a
Charlie, you
19.
kind of look around. Okay. Charlie, you kind of look around. You look around the whole area. You see that there are nothing's really out of the ordinary from what you've seen before, but for the first time you kind of notice that there are crudely sculpted draconic shapes, I guess you could say, that are splashed with paint. If you saw earlier, the kobolds were kind of messing with them earlier, but then were drawn back to their camp to finish up some other things. And they were kind of just being, they were in the process. It looks like they were just kind of left. They don't seem to be in any kind of specific order. But there are 5 statues that were, crudely made dragons, and they seem to have specific colors and names engraved into the statues, or what would be a statue.
I thought I was observing the sky.
Oh, you were observing the sky.
I mean, I was observing.
I thought you were
light
observing
specifically. I was trying.
Oh, well,
I
take
was
that.
trying to think if where the light source was really coming from. If there was anything unusual in the sky.
Oh. Okay, well,
The light was hitting.
Redcon, what I just said, there's nothing out of the ordinary. And for Brorog, you, for Brorog, you kind of see that they're busy making some stuff. You can't really quite tell what it is. But it looks like another crudely made dragon statue that I had described earlier.
Could Brorog ask them, are you making... Wait, so the dragon statues that were, like, making the magical bridges, right?
No, not like that. They look similar, but they're a lot more messily made.
Oh. Huh?
Very good.
Music.
Sorry, my phone was being annoying.
Brorog... Wait, so how old did the old statues look? Like the previous ones that made the magical bridges?
They looked pretty old. They've been around for years, but they do seem to be kept, like, well kept, as if somebody comes around and takes care of them.
Okay. Brorog, like, not, like, he doesn't point outside, but he points, like, over his shoulder behind him and says, those statues are much better than the one you're making. To the kobolds.
Yeah, they're kind of waving like, yeah, those aren't ours. We gotta work on these ones though.
Random image.
My bad on that. I need to do something at the same time because it's about time for me to do some shit. Yeah. Is there anything else that you wanted to say to them? Because they're still like waving you off and being like we're busy.
Brorog offers his aid to them.
They kind of stop, pause, and look back and be like, "You want to help us?"
He asked them if they have any soap.
Soap. You are asking if we need soap or do we want soap?
If you have soap to give me, he wants soap.
We don't particularly have soap to give.
Can you buy soap?
Not right now. We're not really in good cahoots with the people that we could get it from.
Brorog just waves it off and says, okay, you owe me soap, though. These kobolds owe
We-
him soap now, so if he helps them.
We don't owe you anything. And they turn around and look at you like that. Like, we don't owe you anything. You help because you want to help. Either that or you don't help.
Brorog flips a coin. Heads, he helps. Tails, he doesn't. Heads, he helps them.
Okay. Let me make note of that. Where's my pen? Where the hell did my pen go?
The back
Oh,
room.
there it is. No, I just got back from there.
Wait, what?
All right.
Ow.
You okay?
I fell on top of my table.
Oh no.
Okay, well, it was more like my knee hit my table, but that does not matter. Fine.
Okay. We are going to end here because I have a perfect start to the next session.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yes. You just gave me
Oh,
a great idea, Brorog.
Oh no. I'm gonna write down what I was gonna have Charlie do then.
Yeah, because I do have to dip out of here. But thank you for the fun. I hope you guys had fun this session. We are reaching the end of this campaign overall. We are getting very close, and I think we have some good stuff in store for you guys.
Okay.
Okay. After this, you owe me and Ian a specific one shot so I can start making games for y'all.
Oh yes, don't worry, it'll happen.
Oh yeah, Ant, you can unmute now. We're gonna move on to the guessing what's gonna happen next portion. And also Twitch chat, you also can chime in with what you think will happen. Unless you know what's gonna happen, then don't say anything because that's gonna spoil it.
I'm gonna
Also,
dip.
Okay.
Yeah.
thanks for the fun
Which-
gameplay, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you, Toby. Thank you, Toby. You're amazing.
You're welcome.
Very handsome.
I'm so handsome. leave you with that. I'm so handsome. Here are my chromosomes. Bleh.
My
Perfect
goodness.
ending. Where the how do I
also,
open
before we
chat?
start, guys, the person who called
I'm
me
gonna-
was my best friend, and she called me, and you want to know what she asked me?
What?
She said hello, and I said I'm in the middle of D&D, and she said, okay, I just have one question, because we're gonna be roommates together for college. So she was like, when we move in, are you going to make a shrine for insert fictional character in my closet? I didn't know what to say, so I just said maybe, and she said, okay, good to know. I'll make space for it, and she hung up.
Huh. Okay.
Oh.
Consider it.
I know.
Okay. Now, how do I? Okay. Window capture. Window captures chat. Okay, you guys can start talking about what do you guys think is gonna happen. What are your theories?
I have a very fun idea. I have a fun idea. So you know those statues? Technically,
Yep.
Charlie didn't really perceive anything was off about them, but me as the player, I think that it might be like doing. So either they're like stuffing live dragons into these statues to like hold on to them, or B, they're gonna use these dragon statues to like manifest a comet or something. And
Oh.
B, I think Adrian might be okay. So in that room with the blue dragon, there's a stairwell going down. I think Adrian might be under the stairwell or somewhere in that room, and that's why the dragon's in there.
No, I don't think so. Cause the only reason they got pissed was they didn't want to wake up their like leader, dude. Correct. So
Yeah,
I
they
don't
didn't want to wake their leader dude. Their leader dude could easily just be kidnapping dragons and stuffing them in that room.
know.
Also, my game plan is to have Charlie deceive them and be like, "Hey, I suddenly had a change of heart and I realized Sparkrender truly is magnanimous and beautiful, everything I should wish to be. I want to work with you guys. So what are we doing? And I'm gonna see if they believe him so he can get more information. So.
What in the world? Why is there back-to-back ad breaks? What in the world? Huh? Okay. Well, if that is all... Chat, who do you want to raid? You have a specific streamer you want to raid? Or Ant, or Cat? Do you guys know a streamer you want to raid?
No, not
These
really.
are the only streams I watch, being honest.
Huh.
I have streamers I follow, but I don't watch their streams. I just follow them because I like
How do I snooze this? Snooze. Okay, there we go. Snooze ad for 5 minutes. Can you guys see if... Oh no, I made an infinite loop. Oh no.
What? What have you done?
Uh,
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay.
The whole
We're gonna
point of the
raid
mirror to
someone?
another mirror thing.
Huh?
Okay, let's see. Raid message. We're gonna raid... I'll see. Rage raid. Pop, 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 pop. How many of these can I... Oh, there we go. That's... Okay, this is the raid message. Copy that, and then we're gonna raid. If this thing works, for some reason it's not. Give me a second. I'm gonna leave this call. Bye, guys. See you guys later. Okay, we're gonna raid. Raiding someone who I follow. Let's raid. Let's raid. Who has the let's start by low to high viewers. I wanna raid. You guys wanna watch some Minecraft? Let's watch some Minecraft. Alright, come on guys, let's raid. We are raiding. Okay, see ya.